And you are here at IntellectualRadio.com with Zemrah. Here's the life, your life, with my better half. And as
And
always,
you
we're
know
so
it.
happy to be here. We were out last week. I was a little under the weather. This weather and these colds going around are just so tremendous, and it just got me. So we're back and keeping it moving. And what we
Got
want
to.
to talk about my concert that's coming up the end of this month,
30th.
which
March
is the
30th.
30th, March 30th. And we have it being held this time. We've always had Prairie State, and but we have an opportunity now to this time to at Kennedy King College, which I must say is a wonderful college. I hadn't been there in a good while. Hermine Hartman of Indigo said, Zimra, it's a beautiful theater, a wonderful restaurant, Sakia restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and so she set it up for us to go on a tour. And the theater is absolutely wonderful. We know of a lot of wonderful events that have been there. A lot of people have, did performances there. They even had the meritorial
What did
debates
you
there
base that
about
right?
3 weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
and so they've had some great events there, and that's something that I was looking at, is that if we don't support our own and we don't go to places that are our own, then who will? So I said, well, I would go ahead on and have my CD release concert there. And I'm really excited about it. It is a wonderful theater.
It's
It
a
holds
beautiful venue. It really is. It is.
294. Yeah.
It's brand new. It's
And
really nice.
like I said, I wasn't really aware of it. I think I was at the restaurant on a jazz session that Marcus Burke had quite a while back. And so the restaurant is really nice. So we have the theater. Tickets are $35. And then we have VIP, which includes a sit down dinner, and it comes with a CD of Love
Ah,
is Possible, and then the concert. The menu is wonderful. We have grilled chicken. We also have or fried catfish. And then we have collard greens, red beans and rice, candy yams, cornbread, a green tossed salad. We have a mixed berry cobbler for dessert, and we have lemonade and iced tea.
that's a real
I am
dinner.
a
That's
that's
a, that's, that's a real
and
dinner.
cornbread. Got to have cornbread
That's a
now.
real dinner.
Yeah, that's sure enough soul food. And I'm a
Right.
soul food girl. I love soul food. So I wanted to have that. And then for vegetarians, you just won't have the meat. You have, the collard greens, the
Candy
candy
yams,
yams, the red
cornbread.
beans and rice,
Right.
cornbread, and of course your salad.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll make sure that there is no meat, in the beans or the greens. So I'm very excited about it. It's going to, my music is
And you
wonderful
get a CD, a brand new CD, hot
with
off
the
the press
VIP.
with the VIP.
Right.
That is worth the price of the ticket alone.
Oh yeah. And again, I want to give a wonderful shout out to the producer, uh, Reginald Foster, who is he just outdid himself. Him and Multi
Jewel,
Jewel, we call him Tough.
because he is.
Yeah, I
He's
mean
tough.
they just outdid themselves with the music. We are so very elated about this music, and I think I mentioned before that I just I'm just smitten by it, and I'm just really hoping that those that get my CD will really and truly enjoy it, and I'm sure you
And
will.
we've been talking about this CD for the past year, and the time has come. It is here.
Now, we've been talking about it for about two
2
years
years.
because my fundraiser was in 2017
Oh,
in
okay.
September. And so it's definitely time. But
It's
anything that's worth
it's
having
worth the
is
wait.
worth waiting on. And I
And this
definitely
one,
wanted it to be right.
and this one is definitely worth the wait.
Yeah, I
You'll be
wanted it to be
glad you
right.
waited.
And I'm happy that I waited. So I can't wait for our producer here, Mr. Earl Winfrey, to hear it,
To get his copy.
and I'm very excited about that. So this Thursday, tune in to Art Sims WVON, who's Chat Daddy.
Hmm.
I'll be joining him at the 7 o'clock hour. I'm very excited about that. And then on the 27th, I'll be with Reggie and the guys in the band will be on WGN. So I'm very excited about that. We're going to do a couple of tunes that will be held on the concert. And I want to thank Hermine Hartman for putting that together for us. And I think it's going to be
That'll be
a real
live on
good.
Channel 9, right?
It'll be live on Channel
That's what I'm
9.
talking about.
We'll be bringing a couple of tunes that I'm going to do from Love is Possible City.
Oh,
So we're just excited about the show. We know it's going to be a great, great show. Pamela
we
Wilkes, I want to give a wonderful shout out to her with her lyrics on three of the tunes that I just love. And again, she handed me a piece of paper with the words on it, and I took and made it come alive.
I think you took the paper and just started singing right away.
I did. I did. That's what just amazed Pam.
Looked at
And
it
then
and
I
started singing.
just did my thing, put it on acapella on tape, and gave it to Reginald Foster
He wrote the
Jr.
music.
And he just did. No, the melody was from me. I did the melody on everything,
He wrote the
and he just
music.
put the music together from
That's
my
what I'm saying.
melody.
Yes.
He did that. So I'm just really excited about it, and we're gonna. It's a CD that I'm very proud of, and that I definitely intend to push. But I want you all to come on out. You can go to Eventbrite and buy these tickets. Basically, the general tickets are the only tickets that we have left. VIP, we were limited because the place only holds 70. So those went like hotcakes. We might have about two or three left, and those are basically committed to. So we really want the general to move quickly. We got about 18 days to continue to push our concert. Again, the place holds 290, the theater holds, I should say,
292,
294.
294.
And
But that's not a bad seat in the house.
no, it isn't. It's
good.
almost, it's really like Prairie State,
Okay.
because Prairie State was another college that wasn't a bad seat in the house. And that's one of the things that we want to say is that this is our college. This is our college where students go every single day and learn. You got people coming out of there that's going to be people of professionals of the world. And we want to make sure that we come to the school and support our theater, because that is our theater.
That is our theater,
It is.
named after two of our greatest leaders, uh, President Kennedy and Dr. King, and we should use it as such. And
Absolutely.
anytime we have something like that in our community, if you don't use it, you lose it. So anytime you want to have something of value, have it there. Have it right there in your own community. Don't be afraid to patronize the events in your community, and we'll keep you safe. We got your back. Cause these are our people.
Oh yeah, well, and that's what we want people to understand, that this is the world that we live in. So we don't want to be worried about anything that's negative. It's all good. We're going to have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and the area is just coming up. I mean, it's wonderful. But if you worry about anything, it's problems everywhere, and that's the world that we live
Well,
in. So
it
we
goes
can't
about
get caught up on any
it
of
goes
that.
about the history and the legacy and things about what happened yesterday and how that area was, 10, 15 years ago.
Right.
But though all of that has changed.
Right.
So come on back to the hood, because we're gonna jam that night.
Oh yeah, it's a wonderful area. Be free parking. It's a parking lot right up the street. We will have for our ladies. We will have people that will
Security.
escort. And so it'll be a very, very safe and wonderful environment. And plus, you will just enjoy the whole evening. It'll be wonderful.
But the music.
But the most important thing is that the concert will be awesome. I promise you that. And the theater is a wonderful, wonderful theater. So I mean, they have. When they took us on a tour, I mean, I could not. I was smitten by it.
Lord, yeah.
You had to work, so you weren't able to go, but you went last week and checked it out. But they have a spot there where you can do TV shows and all of that. I mean, it's just the dressing rooms are sharp and
They got
the
radio,
green rooms are wonderful.
Studio there too.
Well, they got TV where you can how you put it?
Program.
Yeah, you can. What is it? What is when you go in for TV?
TV productions.
Yeah, you can do TV productions, everything. So I mean, it's they got a lot going on there. I was shocked. They got some serious things going on there that you can really and truly utilize for anything really. Like I said, you can do TV there, radio there. You can just they got some awesome. It's an awesome facility. And the stage is wonderful. So let's come on out and enjoy the evening on March 30th. Showtime at 7, doors open at 6, VIP at 5, so you can relax and enjoy your nice meal without feeling rushed. And it's just going to be a wonderful evening.
I looked up the restaurant is right down the hall.
If you go through there, because you can go in the restaurant from the front door too.
And you're right there.
But you can come out of the restaurant and go right into the theater.
Hall to the theater.
Yeah,
it's going to be gorgeous.
So it's wonderful. And then after that, you can bring your CD to me in the foyer. Everything will be set up for me to sign your CD. And we're encouraging everyone that of our general to purchase a CD. We really want this CD to be of real value. So I want people to really support this. So I'm loving it, and I'm hoping you love it too. We're going to take a short pause for the cause, and we'll be back in just a moment. You're here at IntellectualRadio.com with Zemrah and Ed. Them that's got shall get, them that's not shall lose. But the Bible says, and it still is new. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. When the strong get more, while the weak ones fade. And empty pockets down, they never ever make the grade. Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own. Oh, that's got his own. That's got his own, yeah. When you got money and you got lots of friends, and they come crowding around your door. When all the money's gone and all the spending is, they don't come around anymore. Rich relations may give across the bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't you go and take too much. No, Mama may have, Papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. Relations may give across the bread and such. You can help yourself, baby, but don't you go and take too much. mama may have, your papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own, that's got his own. God bless the child that's got his own. God bless the child that's got his own. Wait a minute, wait a minute. God bless the child. Your mama may have, your papa may have, but God bless the child that's got his house. We do it, wait up, God bless the child. Okay, we're back here at IntellectualRadio.com with Here's the Life with Zemrah and my better half, Ed.
Mhm.
So, Ed, talk a little bit about Love is Possible and how are you feeling about it?
Well, I feel that we have a love drought in this country. Love songs are not what they used to be. They're not even about love. They're about, I don't know, lust and physical attraction and lost love and unrequited love and a lot of things, but not real love. Real love is something that we used to aspire to. People are so afraid of it now because nobody wants to get hurt. But it's like, like to swim, but you don't like water. It doesn't work that way. So you cannot be afraid to have a relationship if you're afraid of love, afraid of getting hurt. And if you do get hurt, it's not permanent. So don't be afraid. Have a close relationship because it's not worth anything if it's not really close. You're just you're just playing at it. So if there's no commitment, then there's nothing risked, there's nothing gained.
Right.
If there's nothing ventured. So it's the same way with life. Don't play with it. Go for the whole thing.
Live it.
Live the whole thing. Go all out. Give it all you got.
Yeah.
So that way you can receive what you need to have because you give it more than most people do. You give it all you got because even if you miss, you'll still be way ahead of everybody else.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid. Love with all your heart, with all your might.
That's right. And it'll come back too.
Right.
It'll come back. I know that's one of the things that I wrote the title song, Love is Possible. I wrote that. So I'm really excited about that. But I have to say that Pam is a romanticist. We had a meeting on Sunday evening and got a chance to have a listening. And the response was awesome. So,
we got a stand ovation after every song.
Yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
the essence, like she was saying, I love the fact that she understands the essence of love. She said, like, her quote is that she loves because she was born into love, and she was taught how to love, and that love is just a part of her, and that's why she loves the way she does, is because she understands the essence of love, and that's why she's such a dynamic writer, because her lyrics tell a story. And I think that's why her and I kind of clicked and gravitated to each other, is because um, I can feed off her lyrics because her lyrics tell a story, and it's like Sweet Nancy. Uh, um, like Lena Horne. I mean, it's
Mhm.
like the Temptations, the Whispers, Luther Vandross, Barry White, all of those. So Phyllis Hyman, those vocalists. I mean, they told stories. That's when stories were told in a song,
But
and it meant something.
but 90% of your subject matter in all songs is about love.
It always is, and
Always
a
is.
lot of it's gotten lost.
Because we were born into love, and we seek the rest of our lives trying to acquire that which we have already.
Yeah,
We're looking for that which we are.
right.
And
That's right.
that's why you need it so much, because you're looking for something. But you ain't got to look for it. You can just be it.
Hmm.
And
And know that love is
and it
possible,
will
and it
find
is.
and it will find you.
Yeah, it definitely will. Now, Earl, what were you saying? Because he was talking about. Oh,
Oh yes, yes, I remember that. Yeah.
okay. I got to keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
living alone. Yeah.
Yeah, talking about that's another phenomenal vocalist. We were just talking on the break about Natalie Cole being such a phenomenal vocalist, and her lyrics also told a story. And he
Mhm.
was talking about one of the songs was "Catching Hell."
Right.
Yeah, that was a very very luscious tune. So that's when I always say to me that's when music was music. Is when it tells a story, and back there in the day, you could always relate because Donny Hathaway. Tell you another who I really love, even Diana Reeves. Right now, she's got some awesome songs out that really tell a story and touch the heart. So Gregory Porter, he's another awesome,
Oh, my
awesome
man,
current
I love
vocalist.
Gregory Porter.
Yeah, and his songs have a meaning.
It's,
You know,
it's his sincerity and his passion that he has about his music that I
yes,
love. No matter what
yes,
it is, he's passionate about it.
very
Um,
passionate. So we want you to make sure that you like me on Facebook. This segment is really pushing and talking about my concert and about music and how important music is to the soul, to the heart, to the mind. It warms your whole spirit, and when you can relate to it, that just makes it all the better.
and don't you feel good when you're in love?
Oh man,
Don't it makes you feel good? I know it's dangerous. I know it's scary, but don't you make you feel good
yeah, I'm
at the
telling
time? I
you.
know you remember. I know you remember.
Yeah, I was listening. I always follow our very own Teresa Griffin, and I ain't never ashamed to talk about another one of our vocalists because she's a bad girl,
Bad girl.
bad girl. And I was listening to her. I follow her on Facebook, and she was with this woman's group that I think the sister had cancer, and she performed "Here's the Life" for her, and she was saying that's why she sings, because when you can sing and touch someone's heart and feel their spirit up, it just means and says so much.
That's why
And
you.
that's why I sing.
That's why you were sent
That's
here.
right.
That's
And
right.
that's why we are present, and it's a God-given gift because it's a blessing to be able to feel someone's heart, and they know it and they feel it. So that's what's important about music. Music just it can make you well. It can make you well.
It can heal you.
It can. It can
Mm.
heal you.
Yeah,
When
but
you sing and a person can feel that every lyric that comes from the depths of your soul, it makes a
there's
difference.
a difference between singing and performing.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
you perform a song, you are into it. You are delivering the song in the spirit in which it was created,
Yes.
and that spirit touches everyone who's in the sound of your voice.
Hmm.
So most of this world admires power, but we put power in the wrong hands. We put power in that which is negative and evil. But there's nothing stronger than the power of love. Nothing in the universe
Well,
is stronger.
Luther said that.
Luther can tell you there's nothing stronger than the power of love. So if you
Yeah.
want real power, learn how to love somebody, uh, regardless of how they treat you. He said, if you want to make love somebody, you want to really confuse somebody, take someone who's really done you wrong, and then take them to dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now explain that. Well, I know. Well, that's just like what we say. You forgive for yourself, not for
It's a
others.
restorative process that totally confuses them they can see just how strong you really are. That you can take what they did to you and you turn around and befriend them and show them kindness for no reason. In other words, it was free. It's out of grace that they got this. Not that they deserved it. They got it for free. And most things in life that you benefit from and that gives you life don't cost anything.
That's
It
true.
just takes effort on your part. If you take effort on your part, then life will bless you back.
And then I really believe too that, and we always say this, that what comes from the heart goes to the heart.
But we don't want to do that
Yeah.
because taking stuff from your heart is a very dangerous thing. That's why men hate to do that. Because once a man opens up his heart and he gets it broken, it scars him for the rest of his life. Usually it does.
Well, then how could
They don't-
he forgive somebody enough to take them to dinner then if they didn't hurt him?
No, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you should. That's what you have to learn to do. This is not something that comes automatically. You have to learn how to do it. You have to do this on purpose. You have to put an effort for it. So it's not something that's free. So if you go out of your way to do something, make the extra effort. I know it's hard. I know it's tough. I know it takes time. I know you are totally unappreciated. They don't even mention your name when you do something nice to them. You give them a card or whatever. They don't give you anything back. It's not for them. It's for you. It's for you. It's for your edification and for your growth as a human being, as a spirit in this world. It'll teach you that you have no master and that you don't need anything from anybody else. All you have is what you need is in you. That's what you learn.
Yeah, and that's what people need to understand, that everything you need is from within.
Right. But
You have all the tools right here.
But you got to practice giving it. That's how you receive. That's why it's better to give than receive.
And we always say that. That's right.
Wait a minute. What you mean it's better to give than receive? I don't have something, so I got to give something away in order to get it. That's the dichotomy of the universe. That which seems opposite or opposed to itself is actually the same thing. So life is death and death is life. Giving is receiving.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Well, give. You'll find out.
Yeah, giving is, I love, well, you know me, I love giving. That's my middle name.
Same way you succeed. Why? Fail. What? If you want to succeed, fail more. That means you are trying more. You're putting forth an extra effort. And the more you fail, the closer you are to success.
That's what I was fixing to say. When you start having little mountains to climb, that's the closer you are to keep on climbing.
Keep on climbing.
That's right. That's why we always say, hey, keep it moving, baby.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
That's right. It all works out. You just keep it moving, keep doing what you got to do, and everything pans out. So I want you to like me on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to make sure that you go to Eventbrite and get you a general ticket for March 30th. Doors open at 6 o'clock. Showtime at 7. And we hit at 7. We definitely start our shows on time. We don't have that other
kind of time.
Now, we hit our show on at 7 o'clock. The MC is up there and ready to go. The band's ready to hit on time.
Because we know you got things to do.
Yeah. So we try to be very, very conscious and considerate of that. So I want you to make sure that, again, you go to Eventbrite and put in Love is Possible, and the ticket prompt will pop up. So I want you to do that for me. Let's take a short pause for the cause. Coming behind us is another wonderful, wonderful new show, is Principles of Passion. And we haven't gotten an opportunity to see their show yet, but I know that it's got to be awesome just from the title. Principles of Passion come right after us. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everything must change. 'Cause nothing or no one goes unchanged. except raindrops from the clouds. The sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds they fly. Now winter turns to spring. A wounded heart must heal, but never much too soon. Yes, everyone and everything got to change. The young become the old, and mysteries do, all mysteries they unfold. But that's the way of these times. Yes, everyone and everything got to change. For there's not many things right here in this life that we can be so very sure, except raindrops from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky. Hummingbirds they fly. Raindrops from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds they fly. Every little thing must change. You and me, we've got to change. Well. Every little thing must change. We all must change. This world must change. Everything must change. That's another one. That's from Irresistible Zemrah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything Must Change, another one of my favorite songs, and I just love that song because, again, it has a beautiful, beautiful message. Well, in the next couple of weeks, we'll be playing all the time Love is Possible.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll throw in a little bit of very Irresistible Zemrah here and there, but our segments will definitely be with Love is Possible, and that'll be my theme song. Love is Possible.
We changed it
because we know it is. Love is Possible. But again, want you to go to Eventbrite,
mm-hmm.
put in Love is Possible, and my tickets will prompt you to purchase your general admission tickets. So we're hoping that everyone comes out and support this event. It's going to be a wonderful evening again at Kennedy King College, a wonderful, wonderful theater at 740 West 63rd Street. And we want you to know that it's a beautiful theater, and I want you to come out and enjoy a wonderful musical, as Wilder says, a musical evening. And I want to just thank Wilder Belt, who assists me in a lot of things to help things flow for me, and I really, really appreciate her assistance and her thoughts and everything. She's just a wonderful, wonderful sister. She just came back from
Africa. No, that wasn't.
Lord have mercy, Ed.
We just came back from. She the woman travels all over the world.
We are stupid.
It's hard to keep track of when she.
Well, anyway, she's gonna come and share.
She's
gonna come and share with us her
she's a tour guide. So
she takes,
with
the Campbells
she
and
she takes it she's been with the last place. She's at
Egypt,
France,
Egypt,
France,
Egypt.
Egypt,
How could we?
Africa.
She just came. No,
She
she
just
was
came
in
back from
Egypt.
Egypt.
Egypt. Wonderful, wonderful trip. Now, how could we could forget that? And she just had a superb trip. She showed us the pictures, and um, my mind is concert right now. But anyway, she's going to come
She
and
said
share with you
the pictures
her
do not
story and her time in Egypt.
the pictures do not do justice to what she saw.
Yeah, she spent 10 days in Egypt. So I'm looking forward to her coming and sharing that 10 days with us. So, anyway, again, like me on Facebook, make sure that you go to Eventbrite, put in Love is Possible for a wonderful, wonderful evening at Kennedy King College. And I don't think you'll be sorry. I think you'll have a wonderful, wonderful evening. We're here at Intellectual Radio every Tuesday from 6 to 7. Come on, make sure that you tune in. Tell your friends, tell your relatives, anybody you know to check Ed and I out at Here's the Life with Zemrah at IntellectualRadio.com. Again, tell your friends and relatives to go to Eventbrite for March 30th for my CD release concert, which I promise you will be an evening to remember. I want you to stay tuned for Principles of Passion. Well, they're up next at 7 o'clock. We're going to call it an evening. Hope you enjoyed our segment about music, and we're going to bring some more music to you, sharing the idea of music and a lot of our musicians and vocalists that have gone and how they've really, really been lost because they can't really be replaced anyway. But we're going to not forget them by acknowledging them. We're going to have a real nice segment about that. And I think you'll enjoy the way we put that together for you. Again, you're here at IntellectualRadio.com with Zemrah and Ed. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
You haven't had any new music for a while. Now is your chance because new music is here. And I just want to thank my producer Earl Winfrey for letting me be myself again.
Stay tuned for Principles of Passion coming up next. I got it right.